And my question to you is, and this one is to you ladies watching right now, have you ever loved and cherished a man so much that you are ready to do anything just to make him see you and adore you, and yet all you do never get him moved? Your presence detests him. When you smile at him, he doesn't smile back. This actually is a painful process. And in this episode, I will be letting you know what runs through the mind of a man who ignores you, and how you as a woman could deal with it, especially if you are emotionally attached to him. Hi everybody, this is Life with Leonard and welcome to another episode. Now on this channel, I strive to motivate and inspire you to become the best version of yourself. And today's episode is most definitely no different. I'm going to be talking about relationships, and I know all of you love it when I do talk about relationships. We're going to be talking about, what a man thinks, what he's thinking when he ignores you. When you are in a relationship or dating and you get ignored by your partner, the first thing which runs through your mind is that you are the one to be blamed and you are not good enough for them. Now there are different ways that a man whom you are dating or in love with can ignore you. When a man, and this is what you need to get, chooses to ignore you, he does that on purpose because he doesn't want to give you the wrong idea, or perhaps he simply doesn't care enough. And you might not like what you are hearing, and I know that the truth, it hurts and it's bitter, but it must be told. You know, most ladies, because they are deep in love with the man, they try to find excuses to justify the man's behavior. Excuses like, maybe he didn't see my message, or maybe his dog got sick and he's rushing the dog to the vet. I mean, you are making excuses on his behalf. Now, instead of having such thoughts running through your mind as a lady, why not be honest? You be honest with yourself. Ask yourself these important questions. Create a bottom line for yourself and ask yourself these brutally honest questions. Would a man who is really interested in you, would he, someone who knows you and values you as a woman, would he ever do these things to you? The answer is simply no. And even if your man is an exception to the rule, he wouldn't do that to the woman that he loves. You can ask yourself, is this what you really deserve as a woman? Is his weird behavior the kind of behavior you deserve as a woman? And all this adds to the stress that you are experiencing. And that is contrary to what a relationship is all about. It should be filled with love and compassion and passion and respect and those loving and beautiful things. I mean, but can you really know what he's thinking when he ignores you? Or let me ask you this, why do you care what he thinks of you? Could it be that you care because if he is ignoring you, that means he didn't really like you after all, and your life is over now? Or he is ignoring you because he doesn't like you and he doesn't know what to do about his newfound feelings for you. Are you wondering if you said something to upset him? I mean, you're trying to look for an answer here, even though you probably didn't. And even if you did, isn't he being equally insensitive and immature by ignoring you? Or are you suspecting that he's playing games with you and you want the upper hand and want to have control over the situation again? Or is it that you want to fix whatever wrong you did so he can give you attention again? And I can honestly go through all the options and variables and possible scenarios, but the bottom line is, and you need to get this ladies, is when you're overly concerned about what he thinks of you, how he perceives you, or whether you're good enough for him, he holds the power in the relationship. There's a whole host of reasons why he is not messaging you, most of which has nothing to do with you, and you need to get this. Have you ever thought or even considered that your man, he might have a legitimate reason why he's ignoring you and what he could be thinking? I want to explore that with you. Let's talk about it, because it could just be that he has major stresses and he's too ashamed to tell anyone. You know, a man is not without drama. He's probably thinking, I'm getting evicted. I have exams to finish in 24 hours and I haven't even studied yet. I haven't even started yet. My mom just found out that she has cancer. I can't find a job and I feel like a loser. When there is a major stress in one's life, and take it from yourself, ladies. I mean, when there's a major stress, the first instinct to do is to run or hide. The last thing someone wants to do is to be a social butterfly, to be happy-go-lucky. A man may be stressed because, suddenly losing his job, suddenly losing a close family member, needing to be evicted or kicked out of the community, of his apartment or house, failing an exam or failing to get a job. There could be a myriad of reasons for this behavior. And another reason why he is ignoring you could simply be that he isn't even aware he's ignoring you. You know, it's a mistake to assume that every man is the same. It can be misleading to get advice from a man other than the man you want answers from. You know, some men are very communication heavy and like to be in constant contact. But some men are happy to chat once a week and you don't exist for 90% of the time. Does it mean he isn't interested in you? Does it mean he is interested in you? Well, the answer is no and no. What is important is a regular pattern of contact, whether it's once an hour, once a day, or once a week. I understand that. But if you notice a drastic change in pattern, from once a day, for instance, to once a week, or he drops off the face of the earth for weeks or months on end, my counter argument here is, well, that's something else, and communication is absolute key. You guys need to communicate. And another reason why men choose to ignore you could be due to his own insecurities. You know, most men are insecure, believe it or not. They would never admit that they are insecure, but they are. I mean, we are all human, exactly like you ladies. And if there's a situation that threatens a man or put him in harm's way, he's likely to avoid it. There are so many different insecurities that men face too. I mean, relationship insecurity, social insecurity, body image insecurity, job insecurity, basic need insecurity. I mean, he wonders about food and housing and health. Sometimes what you perceive to be him ignoring you might simply be because he leads a busy life and doesn't want to be intrusive. And let me put it to you this way. You know, sometimes busy people with busy lifestyles, they find it hard to make time to date. And often these types of people, they are very independent. They hold a great deal of responsibility in their jobs, for instance, and they prefer their alone time. But truth be told, this was might have been exactly what attracted you to this man in the first place. I'm not making excuses for your man here, but just think about it. Have you ever considered the fact that your man may simply believe, I know it might not make sense to you, he believes everyone is as busy like he is, and therefore he communicates very infrequently. It doesn't mean he isn't interested or has lost interest. You know, dating a busy executive type can be challenging, which might mean that you have to accommodate his schedule. Now, it comes with the territory, ladies, and you know this. If it's not something that you are cut out for, you will maybe want to consider dating someone with less responsibility and more free time to spend with you. What's important is that you don't let the rejection define you. Don't let it define you. Stay true to who you are. Don't waver on that. Many people won't see your value, and I mean, that's okay. You don't need those people in your life anyway. You only need a few who do value you, who appreciate you, and you should cherish them greatly. And I sincerely hope that this video was of value to you and brought some clarity as to why things are in your relationship the way that it is. And I'd love to hear from you in the comment section below exactly what you think, and if this video was of value to you, and if it was, can I kindly ask you, if you haven't, to please subscribe to my channel, to like this video, and to share it, and of course leave me a comment in the comment section below. And if you don't know yet, subscribing, it's very easy, and secondly, it is absolutely free. It doesn't cost you a cent. You can just click that subscriber button in the bottom right hand corner of your screen, and please remember to hit the all notifications, and that way you will be notified and you won't miss out whenever I upload new videos. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.